Today we're going to continue to learn about the Segulos from the Gemoro about Parnassa Ashirus. So there's a Gemoro in Sanhedrin in Daf Tzadik Beis Amud Aleph. It says three things over there, so we'll talk about two of them, explain two of them, one we'll leave for tomorrow. The Gemoro says the first thing, the most V'amar Rabbi Lozer, Kol Odom sheyesh bodeya, anybody has das, that's the das is the three components of our seichel, chochma, bina, v'das, specifically deya, like I said, exactly we're going to get into it tomorrow. L'soif mis asher, if you have das, you're going to have ashirus. Shneimar, pasuk in Mishle, u'bedas, chadorim, yimolu, kol hon yokor v'noim. If you have das, all the rooms will fill up with a lot of treasures. So that's what's the connection, what is das, and what is das to wealth. Like I said, we'll learn that tomorrow. Now he says the second thing. V'amar Rabbi Lozer, kol she'enam mahane talmid chacham min chosov, eno roya siman brocha l'olam. You want to have a brocha, a blessing. Again, we're speaking about over here, Parnassa, so you have to mahana min chosov talmid chacham. You have to benefit talmid chacham from your earnings. Shneimar, there's a posuk in Iyov, en sorid lo'ochloi, al ken lo yochil tuvoy. If you're not ma'achil sorid, again, the Gemara says, en sorid el talmid chacham. Sorid refers to talmid chacham. Shneimar u basridim asher Hashem koire. Posuk in Yoel, Hashem koire to the talmid chachamim. So if you en sorid lo'ochloi, but from your earnings, you're not helping a talmid chacham, memela lo yochil tuvoy. Hashem is not going to give you his blessings. So if you want a blessing, you have to, from your earning, you have to benefit Talmud Chacham. So the two things that so far. Da'as you need to have, you need to benefit from your earnings of Talmud Chacham. The third things. V'amar Rabbi Lozer, kol she'enam m'shayer pas al shulchanoi. That's in a way easier from all of them. You don't have das, maybe you're not benefiting a Talmud Chacham, but if you're eating your own meal and you're not m'shayer pas al shulchanoi, by bench, there's nothing left on the table, no bread left. When you say bench, and the roisim and brocha la'olam, you're not going to see any blessing. I mean, blessing meaning that you have more than you need. That's a blessing. It's called bracha, meaning you leave more. But if you have finished everything, meaning you're not going to have blessing. Shenemar and sorid l'ochloi. We're learning now a new pshat, the word sorid. Not before we read pshat Talmud Chacham. No, sorid from the word leftover. And sorid l'achlo. You have no leftover at the table. Everything finished. Al ken lo yochil tuvoid. You're not going to have blessing. Oh, so we're going to talk now about the third thing. Okay, look about Talmud Chacham. It's understood. You if you want to have a blessing, you support Talmud Chacham. It's chaim l'machazikim, but that's what the Maharsha says. L'oishkim bo l'nemar. Doesn't say it's chaim l'oishkim bo, l'machazikim bo. Memele v'zeh she'ena machzik l'm de Torah and the royalios b'siman brocha. Ki ha-Torah nasen es chaim u'brocha l'lomdeya u'l'machazikim bo. So if you support Torah, if you support, you give money to yeshiva, you give money to a koila, b'nei Torah, or you could support somebody specifically, one person that you know, a ben Torah, he needs your help. Memele Hashem going to give you a blessing. Now, what's this business that you have to leave at the table? A bread, don't finish it completely, then you can have a blessing. So Rashi brings what the reason you need to do. That's a posuk in Melochim. Echol v'hoiser. You have to eat and it should be left over. V'hoiser. Again, that's a symbol that I have not only what I have a blessing. I have more than I need. So symbolically, you need to show this, and in return, Hashem Taka will give you more than you need. You're going to have left over. That's Ashirus. Ashirus is not just Parnassa. You have more than you need. Then the Etz Yosef brings like this: Kol she'ena mashar pas al shulchan endos in brocha shekol dover mitzumtzam ve'en b'moisor eno bichlal habrocha. If you live a life of tzimtzum meaning I live exactly on a budget. That's exactly, everything is exactly tzimtzum. It's all in the boundaries of certain frame. He says, en bo brocha. How do you know? The Ashkechan Gabe Elisha Shoimar. That's he brings the same posuk of Rashi. Koimar Hashem Eichel v'hoiser. V'lo Omar Echel v'saveya. He didn't say eat and be satisfied. He says, V'hoitzer should be left over. If it's a bracha coming from Hashem, it have to be a leftover. So I just want to add to this idea. There's a pasuk in Tehillim, "B'teach b'Hashem chesed yisvevenu." Says the Baal Shem Tov, if you have bitochen in Hashem, chesed will surround you, and Hashem will shower you with chesed, because bitochen is you b'teach on the chesed of Hashem. I know He's kind and He's going to help me. So maybe you connect to midas chesed, and if you connect to midas chesed, Hashem going to shower you with chesed. He's going to send your direction chesed. Masha'enken, when you have no bitochen, meaning you're afraid of the deen, maybe there's not enough for you over there in Shamayim, that maybe you don't deserve Parnassa, even though it might come from good place. I'm worried maybe I'm not roi, maybe I'm not eligible for it, but then you connect to dinim, to tzimtzum. From that going to come tzimtzum. That's why it's important to leave at the table when you eat. It's very important to leave something left over. Again, it's a symbol of bracha. There's a leftover. There's more than I need, and that's what brings the bracha. It's interesting. This Inyan brought in Shulchan Aruch in Kuf Pei. It says like this: "And lahosir mapa va'alechem ad achar birkas hamozon." Don't remove everything from the table till after bench. And then he says, "Kol mishana mashaya pas al shulchan and rasim bracha oilam." You know, it's a bracha. However, it says over there not to bring to the table a full bread, because that they used to do it for Avodah Zarah. They used to do it, but if there's any, if it was left a full bread, or you want to bring a bread that's not full, you're allowed to bring, but to bring back a full bread, that's not allowed to do. But anyway, the idea is to leave a bread by the bench. Says the Mogen Avraham, da brocha and a shoira al dover reik. Elek shiesham dover ken Elisha v'shunamis. The bracha of Hashem doesn't come on something empty. We're going to talk about it more tomorrow. An Inyan that have to be not empty vessel. That's why you're saying bracha now to Hashem. You're thanking Him and you're asking Him. I should never have a problem with Parnassa. I should have my Parnassa always available to me. So if you want a bracha of Hashem, it cannot be empty table. Leave there, especially from the bread. Other food, but especially from the bread. And the Machzah Shekel, he elaborates on this. He says that the Elisha told the Eshes Ovadia, "Ma yesh lechi babois." This we just read this Haftarah, this Shabbos. What do you have in the house? V'tomer osuch shemen. Have a little bit of oil. V'omar Elisha sheyashpi Hashem b'ma'at hashemen brocha l'malas mena kol hakelim shetashel mishchanai. If you have a little bit of oil, so Hashem will give you more oil, get more kelim, more vessels from your neighbors, and there's going to be a lot of oil over there. He says, "Aval zula shoyla tchila me'at shemen." If she would say, "I have nothing," he says, "Lo hoyo sholech brocha livra shemen." Elisha would not perform a miracle to create now shemen from yesh me'ayin. She had a little bit, I'll give you more. But to create, v'aynu shekosha kavyocha lefonav yizborach dover kazeh. Hashem could do anything. He created v'rul yesh me'ayin. But He doesn't want to do that, such a miracle of yesh me'ayin. Ki b'sheshes me'bereshi is bora akol yesh me'ayin me'efes amuchlat. When He created the world, He created everything from yesh me'ayin, something from nothing. He says, u'me'az v'holo, after that already He says, boire yesh me'yesh v'lo yesh me'ayin v'en retzoyno b'kach. He could, but He doesn't want to do it. That's why we need to have something at the table that's mechinas yesh. Now this yesh I have could be more of it. But if I have nothing, it's not siman of bracha. Just to finish, the Levush again also bring this inyan lahalacha, and he says like this: "V'tzorich kol adam l'sha'ar ptitin al shulchan k'deshiu muzamanim la'oni sheyavoy." There's another idea besides that I'm leaving to show symbolically I have more than I need. Maybe you're only going to come in, so you have right away some bread to give him. That's even though today is not shaykh so much. Aniyim don't come to ask for food. If they come to ask for money. But again, that Inyan still remains. I'm ready to support an oni if he's going to come in. There is a bread for him. V'oid k'deshiyoyde l'Hashem yizbarach chazdoi sheishpilanu mituva chesovanu v'oisarnu. Again, he brings the same Pasuk in Melachim, that we're thanking Hashem that not only we're satisfied with what He gave us, we're satiated, but we're even left over. That's how much is the blessing of Hashem. V'chol she'en mashar ptitin al shulchan en oresim en brochel oilam shenemar en sorid lo'ochloi. You have no leftover from your food. Al ken lo yochil tuvay. Hashem not going to send you. So again, we see from here one of the segulos for Ashir that we spoke about yesterday. Don't act like a miser. Rather, act more barchova. And by the bench, especially you say bench when you have something left over, and that leftover will bring more bracha in Hashem.